Hello and welcome. This is Debbie Drum. Thanks for joining me here today on the Friday Workshop Mini. I love these things because it's actionable content that you can use immediately, right away in your business to better it, to move forward, to grow, to scale, and to make more money. Okay, so today is actually a very money-making topic because we're going to be talking about product reviews and how to do them. So if you're interested in making money with reviewing products, whether they're your own products or other people's products, it's a great business called, otherwise known as affiliate marketing. Where you can get access to that product and tell people what it's about and tell people what you like about it and what you don't like about it and anything you want to say. But the thing is, it's not really anything you want to say. And I see people doing this wrong all the time, and they wonder why they're either not making any money from their product reviews, or they're not just getting that engagement that they want. And honestly, you guys, whoever you follows me, you know that I love video, and you know that I'm going to be mostly talking about video when it comes to product reviews, okay? Because they're very, very effective because you can do a video like this showing your face, but like you'll also see in a few minutes, I'm also going to be showing my screen. So you can do both, you can do one, you can do, you can mix and match, whatever you want to do, but it's very effective because you can show people visually whatever it is you want to demonstrate, right? So here's the wrong way, and the way that I see a ton of people doing demonstrations and reviews about products is they go right, let's say like it's this random product name. Let's just say it's like XYZ product, right? They say, here's how to use XYZ product. You go in and you press this button, and when you open this button, you can actually write text right here. And you can change the color of the text, and you can change the size of the text. And then once you're satisfied with that, you can move over here and you press this button and you can add an image. Okay, you can add an image, and you can either add an image from the system, or you can add an image, upload your own image, or you can use a public domain image. And then when you're done with adding your image, you can go ahead and write some copy, write a little bit about who you are and what you do. Okay, I'm not going to go on and on and on crazy about this, but this is exactly what's wrong with this. Can you explain to me what the heck XYZ product is and what it does for people? Or do you just know that you can press buttons and add text and change the color and add images? That, my friends, is the biggest problem, because people go in assuming that you know what the heck the product is, and then they're showing you the demo of what it does. Meanwhile, you have no idea what this product is about if you're just stumbling across this. Okay? So let me just show this to you visually here. And I'm going to be demoing one of my recent favorite products. It's called Sqribble. If you have not gotten in yet, this is another chance for you to do that. I'll give you a link later. But if I were to demonstrate this product called Sqribble, so what I would do is I would say, Sqribble is a product that allows you to easily create PDFs, beautiful professional PDFs that have awesome templates where you don't need to start from scratch. You start from a template. They're professionally designed, and you just plug and play your content in them. Now, here are some examples of PDFs that people have made already with this program, with this product, and you can see the end result. Okay, so pause for a second. The most important rule is to explain what the product does and show the end result. You want to show the end result first so that people get a broad sense of what the product is about or what it does before you go into press here, click here, do this, do that. Okay? That's what will separate a great product review from a really, really bad product review. Okay? So, as you can see here, this is a demonstration here of a beautiful PDF that somebody created about meatless Monday recipes. Okay, so awesome pictures, text, and all the good stuff that is in a nice PDF. Very visually pleasing, right? Here's another one, Guitar Insider. And these are all templates that you start from. So you literally just go in there and plug and play your information, your content right in there. I explained this before. I did an overview of Sqribble, and it's kind of like the drag and drop lead pages type of professional way that people are designing websites, but in this case, we're designing content and PDFs, more importantly, that you can share, grow, sell, grow your list, so on and so forth, okay? So that would be the very first kind of statement that I would do when I'm describing this product here. Now, the second part of the product review is where I would talk about 3 to 5 benefits that people would get from the product. Okay? 3 to 5 benefits. When you're talking about benefits, you want to talk about the benefit and then explain the reason why that benefit is beneficial. Okay? So let me explain that further by giving you some examples. Okay? So the first benefit that you get out of this product is that you don't have to hire expensive designers. Okay? So usually, to make a beautiful PDF like this, if you don't have design skills, you're going to need to get some kind of template, and you're going to have to know the know-how of how to make beautiful PDFs like this. And if you don't have some kind of template maker, if you don't have anything like this, you're going to have to hire somebody to do that for you. And each time you do that, it's kind of like, oh, now you have to find somebody to do it for you. You have to find the best price. You have to work with somebody else. You might not know them, and it might take a lot of time to get that person to get the work back to you. And if you have changes, you have to go back and forth and back and forth. So you don't have to, obviously you don't have to do that with Sqribble, because you just go in there, and I'll even show you it. You can go in there and pick out the template out of hundreds of templates that they have here. This is where it is. And what's great about these templates too is that you can, like, they have a base color, but you can change all these colors. You don't have to keep the colors that they have. I mean, you certainly can, but you can change all the colors, so your one PDF is never going to look the same as another. So it's literally, you can choose from hundreds of designs and then even customize those designs even further without being a graphic designer and without having to pay tons of money for an expensive graphic designer, okay? The second benefit is, and this is a big one, is that you're not starting from scratch, okay? So you're starting from a place that's not a blank screen. And why is that important? It's important because that slows a lot of people down. It slows a lot of people down when they're like, they open a blank screen and they have to start from somewhere. They struggle with that, and even if, especially if you're not a designer, you don't really know where to start, or if you try to do it like I've tried to do design stuff in the past, and failed because it just doesn't look good because I'm not a designer. So you can waste a lot of time, again, trying to do it yourself and not really being happy with the outcome, okay? So side note, that was the second benefit. I'm going to talk about the third benefit here. And you see that I'm talking about what the benefit is, and then I'm going into a little bit more detail as to backing up my claim and why that's important and what that really means. Okay, what does it mean? And saying like to avoid struggles and things like that. So the last benefit that I'm going to talk about is that this is a huge one. They're all huge, okay? There's no futzing around with hard technology to convert and share in all formats. So one of the biggest upgrades that Sqribble has made, and this is great for content creators, oh my God, I just like, love this, love it, is that you can now export as a PDF, an EPUB, and a MOBI file. So let me tell you something. Let me just give you a little bit of a background. I've been publishing ebooks since 2010, and I'm pretty tech savvy, okay? I do a lot of stuff myself. I have no clue how to make an EPUB file, nor do I have a clue on how to make a MOBI file. I don't even understand the concept of what those files, like I understand a PDF, I understand an HTML file, I understand a doc file, I understand an Excel file. I don't know why I've just never wrapped my brain around what an EPUB file is or what a MOBI file is, and honestly, I've never been so inclined to even look it up and research what it. I just know why you need that, because like to read it on different read the content on different devices like a Kindle or other devices out there, you'd need those different file formats, right? But I have no idea. I always would hire somebody to do that for me because I never even was so interested in even looking at it to even figure it out a little bit. So so the fact that the software automatically creates these files for you, it just eliminates that need to learn how to do it yourself, or again hire somebody else to do that for you, because you're going to need these file formats for the different places that you want to publish your books to or your PDFs to. Okay, so so that was the 3 benefits. I probably wouldn't go more because those 3 were enough for anybody who understands content, that I don't have to keep harping and harping. Another thing about product reviews is that you don't want to make them too long, okay? If you can show, like here, I want to show a little bit of a taste of what you can do and how easy this is to do it. So you open up a template, and the 2 pretty much things that you want to really focus on and change when it comes to templates are 3. You want to change the content, right? You don't want, if your stuff is not about a Reiki master, you want to put my stuff here, right? And then you format it however. And you also maybe want to change the colors, okay? So you can change, you can even change the overall colors here. So there's global settings, there's pages, there's elements. So here's the colorize feature. So maybe I just want to change everything to this, line mode. So that's what it'll do. And finally, the last thing you want to do is change the images. So you could leave these images in here, but you can easily just upload your own images. You can even change the width and the height. This is like next level stuff. I'm a Lead Pages user, but I also have used ClickFunnels in the past, and this is very similar to ClickFunnels in the way that you can customize everything. Okay. So those are the really three things that you're gonna want to do, and you can even change out the cover if you want. So these are the pages here. You can mix and match. So there's the cover, there's the main image, but you can totally just change that yourself. Okay, so if you can give a little bit of a visual review of the product to people, just to give them a sense of what it is you're reviewing so that they can see it, then that's really, really good. Okay. So that could be like 2 to 3 minutes in your review. And then the last thing is that you want to have a call to action. You want to have some kind of call to action. One of the things that I do not like to do in my video reviews, especially because it's video and it's very hard to edit later, I don't like to say the price. I don't like to say the date. I'll get it by this date, because what then that does to your video is that it dates your video. So if you want like an evergreen video, just have a general call to action, like click the link below to get this amazing software at this amazing deal that's going on right now. You can see the official demo if you click on the link right now, more than I just gave you. They're going to show you tons and tons of examples, and there's also tons of bonuses included. So go ahead, click the link right now in the chat and get Sqribble today. Okay, so it's just really that simple. If you want to hone in again a little bit on the benefits, that it's going to save you a ton of time, it's going to save you a ton of worry and going back and forth with outsourcers. This is the best tool that I've seen for content marketers in a very, very long time. And because they've sold so many copies and because of the team behind them, I know this product is going to be supported. So I definitely thumbs up all around. Okay.